Right then, before we get into the preview and all that proper stuff tomorrow, I just wanted to look at 5 ways that United could avoid Brentford's trap, because Brentford away is a trap. We've just beaten Chelsea 2-1. You would hope the mood is starting to turn, starting to lift. It's not really momentum just yet. But Brentford live off 3 things, and they could really make life difficult for United, and they have made life difficult for United in the past. They live off throw-ins near our box, second balls which they compete for big time, and your panic. If you feed them those, you're going to get dragged into a wrestling match that you didn't come for. If you don't, they can be quite ordinary, and they've not had a great time so far this season, and they can be got at. Now, here's how United make sure that this doesn't become that Brentford game all over again. Number 1, Ahmad plus teamwork equals goals. Now, Ahmad is brilliant, but Brentford will love it if your wide player goes solo down the touchline. They are prepared for that, and they will set the trap. If you take the bait, they will turn it over, and they will win throw-ins, and they will create chaos by doing that. And then if they do, they will just walk themselves down the touchline, winning headers, and before you know it, what was an attack where you've lost the ball to a throw-in on the edge of their box, now is on the edge of your box, and you're dealing with it. What we have to do is flip the script. Not use Ahmad as the hero dribbler dribbling into the box. Not every time, at least, anyway. Ahmad is incredibly secure with possession. Almost too secure with possession. Let's start using him as a connector. Let's start using him playing off one touch and then making runs in behind, because I think there's still not quite enough running coming from him and some others around him. I want to see him playing off one, bounce and spin, receiving the ball, half turned, bouncing it inside, and then making a run forward, or making a run inside almost. That movement is going to move 2 defenders out of the way, and it's going to open up people to move into the space he's vacated, or it's going to make things just change in front of you. There's, again, no negatives to hard work. There's no negatives to movement, Eve. I always say, if you are moving, you've either moved into space or you've dragged someone out of their position. There's no negatives to movement. Too much of modern football is people sitting opposite each other in ranks and passing the ball around with no movement. Inject a bit of excitement. Make a run. Make something happen. Play in triangles. Ahmad, when he's played as the right wing back, bring over the midfielder, use Mbeumo, give him a couple of visible options every single time, and then allow him to run in behind. He will make that happen for you. And if he has to do any dribbling, let him get to the byline for a cutback. You've got to have someone pull off to the front post and someone pull off to the penalty spot, and he will create chances. He's good at that. And if not, you can throw a deep cross in. I just don't want to see him playing safe and having 28 passes out of 29. I want to see him being a little bit riskier with it. Rondo and switch. Couple of passes in one area. Pull their players in, attract their players towards the ball as they're trying to grab it, and then switch it. Do it in 1 or 2 passes as well. Switch it all the way over to Dorgu on the far side. Find them in 3 or less passes, and then get them going forward. Make them move sideways, not just sit in a block and defend the box. You'll find space if you do that. Let Mbeumo act as a second striker. Let him play right off Sesko. We saw how effective that could be with the flick on, which managed to get Chelsea goalkeeper sent off. Do more of that. Play him off him. Because those knockdowns, Sesko can win all day long. You have to do it a little bit outside the box. You can't just do it inside the box. But let him play close to him. And that's going to require Ahmad pushing right up and being in that area as the winger. You can easily do that. Play with one-touch combinations, third man runs, little checkbacks into the penalty spot. It's simple, it's repeatable, and if Ahmad is getting doubled up on and still releasing the ball on 1 or 2, he's drawed defenders. You're winning. Yeah, you're winning if you're doing that. You can't really press anyone who plays on 1. Number 2, set pieces. Treat throw-ins like they're corners, because Brentford treat every single restart like a goal chance, especially their long throw-ins. If you're careless near your own corner flag, you've basically given them a corner. Stop feeding that and start setting up properly for it as well, because United have been awful dealing with crosses. Let's be zonal with it. Let's literally treat it like a corner's coming in, but maybe treat it better than when a corner's coming in, because we're awful with it. Second balls. Red zone. Nothing falls for free. Nothing is a free shot. Block everything, clear your area. Don't try and be fancy with it. Don't try and dribble out of the box. Don't try and make 3 or 4 passes in there. Clear your lines. Clear them forward, not out for another throw-in. And protect the goalkeeper as well. Screen the runner. Make sure people aren't crowding the goalkeeper in, because as we saw against Arsenal, that alone causes panic and havoc in there. And yeah, just red zone. Rose edit. Just send it. Clear the lines. Don't have to be pretty. Just has to be effective. Number 3, transitions. Kill the first pass. Their entire identity is by having the first out ball after a turnover. Win that moment and Brentford are shut down. Lose it and you're going to be doing a lot of running back to your own goal. Rest defence in this game is going to be a non-negotiable. When we attack, one fullback has to stay. Either if he 50-50s it and looks like he's part of midfield, I'm not saying he has to be part of the back 4, 50-50 it and be part of midfield and ready to push into that final third if they need to, or 2 midfielders anchoring the centre. There needs to be a 3+2 behind the ball. If we do not have that, you are rolling the dice against Brentford. I don't mind the nearest midfielder pushing out and putting pressure on the ball. That's fine, but the other one has to screen and sit in. One goes to the ball, one protects the space. Both have been going too often for United, far too often. And then it's just 3 against 3 or 4 against our back 3, and we are getting smoked with it. Yeah, if you can't win it, just delay it. That's all you've got to do. Delay it for 2-3 seconds, stop them playing it forward immediately, and everybody else runs back. Don't lunge, don't dive in, just delay. Simple. And if you are getting beat, just fucking drop them. Let's have tactical fouls. Let's be clever with it. Don't give them the opportunity to get into our box. Don't give them the gift of playing in our third. If it's iffy, fucking drop them on the halfway line. Start being ruthless with it. That's what good teams do. Number 4, maximise Sesko. Sesko is a platform. He can hold, he can lay, he can spin, and he can run in behind. He is unstoppable when he gets played early and vertical. Not floated and hopeful. Play into his feet and have someone off him. We've seen it already. He can link play. Play it into his head and let people run off him. Put him in the channel. Get him on the turn. Have him drag out to the right-hand side or the left-hand side and have the winger on that side invert down the centre. The centre-halves are going to follow him. The centre-halves are going to be following him because he's going to be a threat. You don't want him going up against the fullback to win a header because he's going to win it. So as he pulls out to the wide areas, that's going to vacate the space in the centre. And I think that's where you see Mbeumo dropping in. Them two just crossing over each other. Mbeumo getting down the centre and then having the ball in front of him. That will be absolutely deadly. He can release on a turn. We've seen him do it. If they get tight, he can put the first touch either into the channel or back on a reverse for Mbeumo, cutting down the middle. Fantastic. And then work the cutbacks with him. The cutbacks with him will be absolutely deadly. Whether that's him getting across the front post and winning headers in that area, or whether that's him pulls off to the penalty spot and winning headers against probably a midfielder. That's what you want to do. And if you've got a defender that cheats against Mbeumo, you have Sesko running the blind side, and then Mbeumo will be in acres of space all day long. Make them guess. Make them not know where it's going to be. Don't be easy to play against, because I look at United this season, I think we're easy to fucking play against. And kind of tied into this point, number 5, bit less predictable. Brentford will do their homework, yeah? If you become with left side overlapping every single time and Dorgu just sticks across in it, goes front post, they'll deal with that all day long. The answer's got to be variety. Who builds, where we attack, who inverts, who looks for the cutback. You've got to have variety in your final ball. Rotate the reference point. Have Ahmad dropping inside and then Mbeumo going around the outside. Do that for a little bit of a spell. Make them go, well, whose responsibility is that if he does that? Rotate the pivot heights. One midfielder drops, help build. The other pins the 8. Next phase, switch it. Just don't let them know what we're doing every single time we get it. Maybe De Ligt drops to pick the ball up this time. Maybe De Ligt pushes. And we rotate through that. Mix the crosses. You can have a cross from deep. You can hit one from the byline. You can smash one across the corridor of uncertainty. Just mix it up, lads. Don't do the same thing twice. Not in a row, at least, anyway. And switch play with a purpose. Teams defend narrow and compact, but you can't cover the entire pitch when you do that. If there's 6 or 7 players in your zone over on the right-hand side of the pitch, that means the left-hand side of the pitch, there's no fucker in it. Move the ball over there. United can do this. We have looked better with the ball. My worry is without the ball. If we can be better without the ball, we can put it away here. What we have to do against Brentford is build some momentum. We got the result against Chelsea. What I want to see against Brentford is a result, and I'll take a result over a performance if it means the points. But it'd be nice to see a performance to go with the points this week, wouldn't it? Let me know your thoughts on that anyway in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.